Hello there, welcome to 80s Throwbacks. Today we're taking a trip down memory lane to the 1980s, a decade to remember. When neon was in, hot pants were cool, and toys were everything for us kids. Sure, we spent most of our time offline, but that didn't stop us from having some seriously awesome and interactive toys. So let's dive into the toys that made the 80s so unforgettable. First up, let's talk action figures. Almost every kid in the 80s had a collection of these plastic heroes. Whether you bought it from a toy store or got it from a Happy Meal. From He-Man to G.I. Joe and Transformers, these figurines brought our favorite cartoons to life. Hours were spent creating epic battles and adventures. Board games were another sleepover favorite. Classics like Connect 4, Scrabble, and Monopoly were guaranteed to keep boredom at bay. And let's be honest, nothing brought out our competitive side more than a game of Sorry or Candyland. Next, pinball machines. These weren't just games, they were unique works of art. The lights, the sounds, and the thrill of keeping that little silver ball in the game. Pinball was a staple in arcades and pizza parlors everywhere. Speaking of arcades, who could forget the magic of dropping a quarter into an arcade machine? Games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Street Fighter were everywhere. The ultimate goal for a teen in the 80s was getting your name on the high scoreboard at your local arcade, achieving neighborhood legend status. Next up, video games. The 80s were the golden age for gamers. Atari and Nintendo ruled the scene with classics like Space Invaders and Duck Hunt. These games might look basic now, but back then they were mind-blowing. Hours could be spent glued to the TV, trying to beat that high score. Finally, computers. These started popping up later on in the decade, but they were a big deal. Sure, they were expensive and not everyone had one. But for those who did, it was like stepping into the future. The graphics were, well, let's just say they've come a long way since then. And that's all, folks. Some of the coolest toys from the 80s. Whether you grew up in this iconic decade or just love retro vibes, these cool toys are a reminder of how much fun we had before smartphones and streaming. What was your favorite 80s toy? Mine was anything related to Batman. Let me know in the comments below.